Alright, so we're in episode 3, guys. Let's start this game. Woohoo!
Well, boss, it looks like Commander Primus is telling the truth. But there's a watch commander, David Birch, there who shared service time with Husker. Maybe you can get something out of him.
Good work, McGee.
Commander Birch, got a minute?
I just got off duty. Anything I can do to help?
What can you tell me about the missions Captain Husker was leading?
Not a thing.
You were decorated for bravery, above and beyond the call of duty. It was on a mission Captain Husker was leading.
The details are classified. The operation is still ongoing.
Give me some help here, Birch.
Get a higher clearance and I'll tell you whatever you want to know.
We don't have time. You want me to get the guy who killed Captain Husker? You're gonna have to give me more than that.
What do you want to know?
What was the captain's last mission before he was killed?
We crossed the border into Iran.
Iran? Why?
It's called Operation Arrow. We were ordered to cross the border and either confirm or deny reports of an Iranian nuclear weapons program. That's all I can tell you.
Your tattoo. It's the same as Captain Husker's. What does it mean?
We got them together.
Let's hear it.
Only 10 men in the Navy have it. Just the men in our unit. It means you're one of us. We had them done just before deploying across the border.
Well, thanks for your help, Commander.
My pleasure.
Husker was in on deep cover black ops, possibly involving nuclear material. See what you can dig up on Operation Arrow.
I'll see what I can find.
Looks like the captain requisitioned a Humvee several times a week. Now all I need are the GPS records and we'll know where he's been. Hey, boss. It's hard to dig up much on Husker. Most of his records are sealed or classified.
You called to tell me you couldn't do your job?
No. Actually, I pulled his Humvee requisition records. He visits a location just outside a village not too far from the base.
And?
And there are no records of this location in any of his official reports.
I'll send someone to check it out.
This place looks like an abandoned warehouse.
From the look of things, I'd say nobody has been here for quite some time.
There's more than meets the eye here. Husker wasn't coming out here so he could reflect and think. He had to have a purpose.
Look up there. A door.
We've got to find a way up there. Help me move this, Ziva.
Where do you want it? Ready? Great. Now what?
Ziva, I need your help again.
Be happy to. Push.
Good job, Ziva. Let's move this box.
I am on it. Go.
Piece of cake.
I can't move that box right now. Let's move this.
Be happy to. Pull.
Almost got it.
This isn't going to work. We go.
I need to get this box over there.
Ah, now I see. We need to find a way to pull the rope. Can you reach the rope?
I'll lift you up.
Not again.
Do you have a better idea?
All right, but no funny business.
I'll be a complete gentleman. See? Wasn't so bad now, was it?
I think you were the one who got all of the enjoyment, Tony. We must cross to the door.
Those planks could be useful. Those planks could be useful. Those planks could be useful. How do we get up there?
If only we could reach that door. We're so close. There has to be some way inside.
Help me move this, Ziva.
I do not understand what it is you want to do.
Oh, now we can reach the door.
Someone has gone to great lengths to make sure we do not get inside that door. We should do our very best to disappoint them.
That is what I thought. Careful. Tony! Take my hand. I will pull you up.
Oh, I thought it was a goner. Thanks. Oh, how are we gonna get back?
We can find a way. That is not so very high.
Open sesame.
This place reminds me of a facility I would much rather forget.
Okay, we need to get pictures of everything. Ziva, bag and tag. Ducky, look for victims, or what's left of them.
I will check the other room.
There's a trap door here. Must lead to another room. This is padlocked. I'm gonna open it. This looks like it leads to a basement. Let's see what's inside. Let's go down. Handcuffs. I got it. Shackles. Piece of cake. Let's go back up. A baseball bat? That's just gross. Oh, that is gross. There's snot all over the inside of this bag. I got it. The door's locked. How do we get it open?
We need to find out what is on the other side of this door. Give me a hand getting it open.
Sure, Ziva. It's locked. It's locked. This looks like a gallows.
This is creepy.
I should take a picture of that, but it's too far away. This looks like a torture chair.
There seems to be minute blood trails around the chair and several of the walls. These could be indicative of forced injections. You might want to keep your eyes open for syringes or serum vials.
Sure, Ducky, I'm on it. These look like torture instruments. Piece of cake. That's a car battery. Perfect. A claw hammer. I got it. How am I gonna get up there? 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 That hole's too high to climb through. If only I could get up there. Help me move this desk.
What do you hope to gain by moving this?
Trust me, Duckmeister. This seems like it's the right height.
I am no longer a young man. I don't think I could climb that far.
That hole's too high to climb through. If only I could get up there. These look like something out of a medieval torture chamber. I should look for more.
Tony, don't keep us in suspense. Please, let us in.
Tony, are you in there? Are you all right?
I'm coming. Hold on. And presto, the door is unlocked. That's no dentist chair. Let's see what else we could find. That's no dentist chair. Let's see what else we could find. The toilet tank. Good place to hide stuff. 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 Almost got it. There's something in the toilet. A vial.
These could be indicative of forced injections. You might want to keep your eyes open for syringes or serum vials.
Hey, here's a safe. Time to crack this baby. Bingo. And here's another vial, though whatever was inside doesn't appear to be the same as in the others.
It smells like urine.
I can see the rope clearly now. I should take a picture.
Perfect. Boss, this place is straight out of a horror movie. Someone was torturing people here.
Now maybe this will give us the leverage to examine Husker's body. Get back to the base.
Doing better today. I'm already on number 3.
Good for you. Doc, autopsy. You started?
Will they allow me to see the body yet?
Vance is pulling the strings right now. Go get ready.
All right, I'm on my way.
Wait, how many cups has he had?
I cannot say for certain, though I believe he has just finished number 4. What do you have to tell us today, young man? The victim has telltale signs of early-stage thyroid cancer, most likely caused by repeated exposure to radioactive material. It wasn't the cause of death, and I suspect the poor man didn't even know he had it. But despite the evidence, it was not the blow to the head that killed the poor man. His ultimate demise was cardiac arrest. Our captain obviously suffered massive head trauma. There are bruises and telltale wounds on his skull that suggest he was bludgeoned by a heavy object. The suspicious needle entrance on the man's back makes me think there is something we're missing. I'm going to send a sample of his blood to Abby for testing. This particular choice in body art is not something I have come across before. Of course, many sailors have some sort of tattoo. The cancer we found is consistent with what you've told me about his mission history. But cardiac arrest, especially for a man of the captain's relatively young age and high level of fitness, is quite unusual. I've sent samples of his blood to Abby for testing.
Keep up the good work, Duck.
The substance in Husker's blood is succinylcholine. In small doses, it is used to induce muscle relaxation. In larger doses, it can be lethal. It's Abby. I just finished the tests on Captain Husker's blood. I found high levels of a toxin known as succinylcholine. In much smaller doses, it's used as a muscle relaxer, commonly used to induce paralysis for tracheal surgery.
All right. Let's do another deduction board.
Let's see what we can find.
Why don't you explain it to me, Abs? In English, Abs. What are you thinking, Abs? Well, what does that mean, Abs? What are you thinking, Abs? In English, Abs. Why don't you explain it to me, Abs?
I deserve a cupcake for that. Husker's cause of death was definitely poison, not blunt force trauma or cardiac arrest. This was premeditated, cold-blooded murder.
Now we just need to know why.
I'm way ahead of you, working on the evidence you sent me now. Gotcha, you little bugger. The fingerprints on these instruments belong to Captain Husker. Captain Husker was into something more than a little bondage. He was into full-on torture. The substance in this vial is sodium pentothal, truth serum. Fingerprints can tell a lot of stories. These are going to tell us who our killer is. Why would Dr. Marx be at the torture facility? The substance in this vial is succinylcholine, a highly toxic poison. Why does it not surprise me to find traces of a rare poison twice in one day? Gibbs, I found the same rare poison that killed Captain Husker in one of the vials from the torture facility. Those two are a long way apart. How did it get to both places?
Deduction board.
Let's see what we can find.
Why don't you explain it to me, Abs? In English, Abs. Why do you think that, Abs? What are you thinking, Abs? What does that mean, Abs?
Well, Gibbs, it works like this. So now it's clear. Husker was torturing people for information, and Dr. Marx was somehow involved. Then something went wrong between the two of them, and she poisoned him. Worried she'd get caught, she tried to frame the acting CO, Commander Pramus.
She's probably long gone by now. McGee, need to find the doctor.
I'm already on it.
McGee? How long have you been on the line?
I'm always on the line.
Target headed east, heading 09er, Bravo 9er.
We're right on top of you now, and in just a few seconds, game over.
Base, this is Delta Echo 7. Target on course to be intercepted. Target...
I've never missed before, and I don't plan to start now. I hope you've enjoyed your joyride.
Target is proceeding on course. Copy that. Target is outbound. We have a visual. Course correction required. Target is escaping. Target headed east, heading 09er, Bravo 9er. Target on course to be intercepted. Target is proceeding on course. Copy that. Target is outbound. We have a visual. Target is proceeding on course. Base, this is Delta Echo 7. Assistance requested. Target acquisition in jeopardy. Assistance requested. Target is proceeding on course. Target on course to be intercepted. Target is proceeding on course. Copy that. Target is outbound. We have a visual.
We got her, boss. The base guards are bringing her to you.
Got it.
Welcome back, Doctor.
I'm not telling you anything.
We know what you were doing out there, in that blood-stained concrete torture box.
You don't know anything.
As doctors, we took an oath to protect human life and limit suffering. I understand that sometimes those two goals conflict with each other.
You have no idea what you're talking about. This is a war zone, Dr. Mallard, not some comfortable morgue in Washington, D.C. Things work differently here.
I have spent more than my fair share of time in a war zone, Dr. Marx, and I once watched a man tortured to the brink of death repeatedly. It was my job to keep him alive so that his tormentor could extend his suffering. I refused and instead ended his suffering and his life. Much as I suspect you did for the victims out at that dreadful facility.
You have your facts wrong.
Why don't you correct me then?
I am a doctor. I save lives and end suffering. End of story.
You were torturing people at that warehouse.
No, never. Me. He made me inject them with sodium pentothal so they wouldn't resist his questions. Then he ordered me to nurse them back to health, just as Dr. Mallard described from his own experiences. He wanted to extend their pain. But I never tortured anyone. It was always Captain Husker. I did as I was ordered. I eased their pain, reduced their suffering as best I could.
Who were these people?
Iraqi civilians, mostly.
Need something more specific.
They were all Iraqi civilians. People he picked up off the street who he suspected as having ties to terrorists.
So you killed them?
I tried to help them.
Help them?
I didn't kill them. I did as I was ordered. I eased their pain, reduced their suffering as best I could.
We also found the succinylcholine.
No, it's not something... He was inflicting terrible, unspeakable things. I couldn't let him keep doing that. Not to anyone. So I injected the succinylcholine instead of the sodium pentothal.
But he found out.
Yeah, he did.
So you killed him, too?
Yes, he found out, but no, I didn't kill him.
Your autopsy proved that the commander was killed by a lethal injection of succinylcholine. You injected him. And as he was dying, you hit him over the head to finish him off.
It wasn't like that. When he found out, he threatened me. Asked me if I wanted to trade places with one of the victims. I was scared. He came at me. I already had a syringe, so I injected him, but he was strong. He fought back.
What's the matter, Tony?
Caffeine crash. I don't know how the Gibbs man does it, but if coffee is his secret weapon, count me out. I mean, I like coffee as much as the next guy, but Gibbs is inhuman.
How much did you lose by?
It doesn't matter how many more he drank than me, okay?
A lot. A whole lot.
Like you're one to talk. You don't even drink real coffee, just that little soft drink. I'd like to see you try to switch to a real man's brew. Then we'll see who's laughing.
You know, Tony, there's actually more caffeine in Caff-Pow per ounce than in your typical cup of coffee. In fact, even with the latest coffee brewing technology, there is no way, either physical or chemical, to squeeze that much caffeine out of a coffee bean.
You'd have to artificially add caffeine to reach the same levels, and that's not even counting the ginseng, vitamin B, and other stimulants in Caff-Pow.
Very nice, McGee.
So what are you saying?
They're saying you're the only one who can't hang with the boss.